dad passed away. I was 1 month old, and everybody was talking about him. He was dealing with immunizations, and I grew up as a less fortunate, so I can relate with a lot of people. I ended up going to medical school, and here I am today. The whole philosophy of Riverside when I came in was treating the patient as we were treating our loved ones. My philosophy is not different at all. My name is Claude Lewis. I am a family physician at the Mercury West Clinic, Riverside.
When you have type 2 diabetes, there's a moment of truth. And now with Victoza, a better moment of proof.
Victoza lowers my A1C and blood sugar better than the leading branded pill, which didn't get me to my goal.
Lowers my A1C better than the leading branded injectable, the one I used to take. Victoza lowers blood sugar in 3 ways. And while it isn't for weight loss, Victoza may help you lose some weight. Non-insulin Victoza comes in a pen and is taken once a day.
Victoza is not recommended as the first medication to treat diabetes and is not for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not take Victoza if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Victoza or any of its ingredients. Stop taking Victoza and call your doctor right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, or if you develop any allergic symptoms including itching, rash, or difficulty breathing. Serious side effects may happen, including pancreatitis. So stop taking Victoza and call your doctor right away if you have severe pain in your stomach area. Tell your doctor your medical history. Taking Victoza with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. The most common side effects are headache, nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting. Side effects can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
Now's the time for a better moment of proof. Ask your doctor about Victoza.
Fios is not cable. We're wired differently. So we wired the Wagner's house with 150 meg internet, which means that in the time it takes Mr. Wagner to pour a 20-ounce cup of coffee, Tommy can download 40 songs, and Jan can upload 180 photos. 12 seconds. That's the power of fiber optics. Get 150 meg internet with equal upload and download speeds, TV and phone for just $79.99 per month for the first year. Cable can't offer internet speeds this fast at a price this good. Only Fios can.
Todd, you're my ride to the airport? Got to do something in the slow months. We got brand new furnaces for $9.95 when you purchase a matching AC. You're giving them away again? Keeps my guys working.
868-7600.
Always on time, or you don't pay a dime.
Call by February 24th for your furnace deal of the year. Or you can go to bannedair.com to get a ride. Let's go. Can't be late.
We are learning more about the Emmanuel AME Church massacre in Charleston and the man convicted of the attack. According to newly released court documents, Dylan Roof left Emmanuel AME Church after the shooting and drove 30 minutes to another church. Roof told the FBI he was too tired after the first attack to continue shooting. Defense attorneys have previously argued there's no evidence to suggest Roof planned to carry out a second church attack. Last month, a jury sentenced him to death after killing 9 churchgoers. Cell phone audio is released of the man Indiana State Police believe killed 2 teenage girls on a hiking trip last week. In the recording, a male voice is heard saying 3 words, "down the hill." Authorities say the clip comes from Libby German's cell phone, one of the murdered girls. Police praised the 14-year-old for having the presence of mind to record during what must have been a horrifying situation. But whoever is responsible is still out there.
Somebody knows. And if you're watching, we'll find you.
Investigators don't know if the voice is the same person in the circulated picture of the main suspect, also taken by Libby on her cell phone. There is a $41,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest.
A huge announcement coming from NASA today. Scientists say they have discovered 7 Earth-sized planets orbiting a nearby star. They believe these planets have the potential to host life. The cluster of planets is 40 light years away in the Aquarius constellation. 3 of the planets are in what is considered a livable zone. That means they could have water and possibly life, but scientists say they need to study the atmospheres of the planets to see if they can host life. For one father, his backyard ice rink means more than just making the best of the bitter cold winter. It is a way to connect with his community and most importantly, his son who lives with special needs. Boyd Hubert from our sister station in Minneapolis has the heartwarming story.
Some men obsess over their landscaping.
Yeah.
Phil Shimke takes a Minnesota approach. Just ice it over.
When I bought this house, the first thing I thought when I looked in the backyard, ice rink.
Phil wasn't born wearing skates, but almost.
These skates were my mom's when she figure skated with the Minneapolis Figure Skating Club in like 1942, 43.
I love the sound of the sticks and the skates and the pucks.
The soundtrack, really, of Phil's life.
My whole growing up, we had an ice rink.
That's 10-year-old Phil on the ice with his brother's skate in his face.
My senior year high school hockey photo, Minneapolis Washburn.
And he called me and said, please don't divorce me, but I've cut a hole in the garage and we're going to have a warming house.
The warming house, in which we were talking to Phil when we noticed the skate.
Yeah, this was the first pair we bought for our son, Alex.
Alex, like his father, was born swaddled in hockey, and if life were fair, would be playing with the neighborhood kids on his dad's prized rink.
But he never really mastered skating. And then, you know, when he was about 4, that's when we found out he had Fragile X syndrome.
We're making progress here.
Alex, 16 now, in the family room with his aide, has autism and Fragile X, a genetic mutation that hinders his talking, interacting, and learning.
Terrible at the beginning. Terrible. We lost our child, you know. You know, everything you think you're going to have.
Tough stuff for a dad.
And I think it's kind of, there's still a little kid in him. That's what he does to, I think, to make him feel better.
Phil's perfectly groomed rink,
good therapy,
is the magnet pulling in the neighborhood's children.
He loves the kids.
Get him out of my crease!
Ooh. Meaning a dad can still scratch his hockey itch.
Oh.
A daughter can join the fun.
Good job!
And Alex, however withdrawn, can gain something too.
He can hear him and see him. I'd like to have kids around him. I don't want him to get forgotten and be alone. So I'm trying to bring kids to him, to be around him as much as I can.
On rare days when Alex does feel like coming out, there's never a doubt the rink will be ready.
It's like I'm working on my artwork.
No stopping a dad for whom the glow off fresh ice can make the whole world seem brighter.
Well, tonight it is, yeah.
Great report there from Boyd. Once the ice melts, the backyard will become a playground with monkey bars and trampolines so children can play around all year.
And now your 13 News Now weather forecast, certified most accurate in Hampton Roads.
Very warm today. Temperatures up around 70 degrees. That was before a little bit of a wind shift moved in and some of those showers rolled in, dropping temperatures in a few spots. The record high today, 77, so we weren't quite there, and the records over the next few days will be up around 80 degrees. We'll get close as we head through the next few days as temperatures will warm up into the lower 70s, but right now just a little bit shy of that today. And again, some other spots off towards North Richmond only up to 57 for a high today, 70 in Elizabeth City, 68 in Manteo, and temperatures even on the eastern shore warmer than what we saw yesterday. Here's a look at the radar. We have a few of these showers. We're calling it isolated to scattered. It's a little more than isolated, a little bit less than scattered, but the general idea is mainly through northern areas. as we're seeing a few of these showers pushing eastward. We mentioned this yesterday that we would see a couple of sprinkles or a couple of showers rolling through, and most of the activity is fairly light up across the peninsula as you're heading up 64 through Newport News over towards York County. As you move up into James City County, a few sprinkles as well, crossing the river over into parts of Gloucester County, Matthews County around Mobjack Bay. A few sprinkles and a few showers as well, and it's a little bit lighter over across Northampton County up on the eastern shore. So through the evening hours, a few isolated to scattered showers with this big area of low pressure spinning around just off the coast of Florida right through here. We mentioned yesterday again that the heaviest of the rain and some of the stronger storms would remain well off towards our south, but we'd be close enough that on the northern edge we pick up a few showers, and that's what we're seeing out there. That'll be the case through the evening hours. I don't think Futurecast is showing just enough in the way of shower activity, but again, through the next few hours, we'll look for a few isolated to scattered showers. Temperatures in the 50s, and with the cloudy skies, temperatures will remain in the 50s overnight and through the day tomorrow, with winds coming in out of the south and southwest up into the 70s. By afternoon, low to mid 70s, a couple of isolated showers dotting the radar scope in a few spots. Partly cloudy to variably cloudy skies tomorrow night in the 50s. And once again on Friday, winds coming in out of the south and southeast will push those temperatures back up into the 70s. And once again on Friday, a few isolated showers are likely. And then as we head into Saturday, another warm one. Temperatures drop as we head into the day on Sunday. Cloudy skies across parts of downtown Norfolk, and as we head out towards Virginia Beach oceanfront, cloudy skies there. Up on the eastern shore, mostly cloudy at the Island House Restaurant in Marina, and up in Newport News, up in Oyster Point, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies as well, and even a few showers showing up at Newport News Williamsburg International Airport, where the temperature is 59 degrees, 64 in Elizabeth City, 63 in Norfolk, and 58 in Melfa up on the eastern shore. So 52 degrees tonight, mostly cloudy skies, isolated to scattered showers. Southerly winds at 7 to 14 miles per hour, and a mix of clouds and sunshine tomorrow, a high of 73. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy down to 55 and 73 again on Friday. Clouds and some sun and the low risk of a shower. The 7-day forecast calls for another warm one on Saturday, 75 degrees, and late in the day, we'll look for a chance of some showers as a cold front approaches and moves through, and that'll drop those readings. For Sunday, of course, Sunday, we've got the Oscars, falling temperatures with mostly sunny skies, 58 on Monday. We're back into the 60s to near 70 by the middle of next week. Christina.
Thank you, Evan. Well, trending now, big thanks to a woman in Louisiana after she saved a police officer from an attacker. Vicki Williams-Tillman stepped in to help when she saw a pretty scary scene unfold. A Baton Rouge police officer was on the ground after attempting an arrest, his attacker grabbing his gun. Vicki then jumped on the attacker's back to give the police officer a chance.
He needed help. It's like a brother, which we're all sisters and brothers. And I looked in his eyes and I said, I can't leave him. And at that moment, I just didn't feel it. God just led the way.
Of course, the word from the Baton Rouge Police Department is that they don't recommend that people get involved in altercations, but it worked out great in this case. Kudos to Vicki. Now, a sweet tribute from Bindi Irwin to her late father is also catching a lot of attention online. Bindi posted this sweet picture of the crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin, on what would have been his 55th birthday. Bindi was just 8 years old when her father was killed by a stingray while filming a documentary on a reef off of Australia in 2006. Her caption on the Instagram picture there you see, always in our hearts.
I can't believe this. Thank you so much.
What you're seeing there is one happy reunion. A woman in North Carolina got her dog back 7 years after she says someone stole him in California. She basically gave up on the search until she finally got some good news this week.
I'm so grateful, and when I saw his little face, it was like nothing had ever changed, and I just can't believe it.
So how were the two reconnected? Well, a microchip. The woman actually received a letter from a company that tracks down the owners of pets with microchips whose information in the system is outdated. So common misconception is that microchips have, GPS trackers. No, they don't, but you gotta keep that information current.
Wow. Well,
great story.
Glad that they had the happy reunion.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Christina.
All right, the future of mail delivery is here. We'll take a look at how UPS is taking business to new heights with drones. Then at 5.
Wow. Who says there's no such thing as a free lunch?
You heard it there. Our Daybreak team is hitting Virginia Beach for Restaurant Week. To treat our viewers, we'll show you one of the many surprise faces next. Plus,
police arrest 2 people this morning after a robbery at the Days Inn here in Newport News, and that makes 7 hotel robberies in the city in the last month. Details coming up.
This lady starts her day flying high.
It's so much more rewarding than saying going for a run or going to the gym.
While this one kicks things off with ground level crawlers.
And I was like, you know, bugs are kind of cool and people hate bugs.
Modern day hobbies are getting a bit more unusual. All this week, 13 News Now Daybreak showcases extraordinary hobbies. From heartwarming to death-defying, find new ways to spend your spare time. Unusual hobbies, all this week, only on 13 News Now Daybreak.
I'm Bobby Hatton, and for 40 years I've led a dedicated team of lawyers at PWHD, whose only job is to work for asbestos victims. Put your confidence in us. PWHD, local lawyers with a national reputation.
Are you considering replacing your heating and air conditioning system this winter? Now is the perfect time with R.S. Andrews. This is one of our slowest times of the year. Our warehouse is full and our crews are slow. For a limited time, R.S. Andrews is giving away 80% gas furnaces absolutely free with the purchase of select air conditioning systems. That's right, purchase a select air conditioner and receive a gas furnace absolutely free. Call 757-488-9611 or visit SaveMyHVAC.com.
Don't you hesitate, R.S. Andrews.
I will never wash my hair again. New Pantene doesn't just wash your hair, it fuels it, making every strand stronger. So tangles don't stand a chance, because strong is beautiful.
My hygienist said to think of my teeth like an apple. They have to be great on the inside and outside. To strengthen both, she said to go pro.
Go pro with Crest Pro Health Advanced. It strengthens teeth inside and is better at strengthening the outside than Colgate Total.
Best checkup ever.
During Toyota's President's event, we celebrate some of America's favorite vehicles and Toyota's investment all across the U.S. Now save with 0% APR for 72 months on select models, including RAV4, with your choice of interest-free financing, or now with $1,500 cash back, or a low payment $199 a month lease. For a great deal during Toyota's President's event, see your Toyota dealer by February 28th. Toyota, let's go places.
I want a quality doctor, one who sees me as me.
Centera Medical Group does that. I want a doctor who keeps up with the latest treatments. Centera Medical Group has that covered.
I want a doctor with a care team and electronic medical records that I can access to.
Care teams of doctors, physician's assistants, and nurse practitioners, all offering Centera MyChart.
Quality and innovation. Centera Medical Group is here to be your healthcare partner. Request an appointment today.
Bass Pro Shops in Hampton is more than a store.
It's a team of outdoor experts who know what they're talking about.
It's a low price guarantee.
A place with a great selection of brands you love.
Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here.
Maybe we'll eventually see something like this in Hampton Roads. UPS is testing out its drone delivery service in Florida. Adam Weiner shows us how this new technology works from the ABC station in Tampa Bay.
This technology isn't quite ready yet for rough weather or even populated areas.
You know, right now we're just testing to see how it'll work.
And that's why the plan right now is to only use autonomous drones in rural areas like here in eastern Hillsborough County, where there's fewer hazards and people, and deliveries are more spread out and take longer.
Rural is the most expensive way to deliver, right? The distances are the furthest.
A company called Workhorse is making the drones for UPS.
The drone will basically work as the driver's helper.
Designing them to launch off the roof of their new electric delivery trucks. The roof slides open, and from the inside, the drone route is controlled by a touchscreen.
The driver would be stopping to make a delivery, and then the drone will then fly to go make another delivery. The driver would then go and move to another location, and while they're doing other deliveries, the drone will come back and rendezvous with the driver back there at that location.
The process could save drivers a lot of time.
That is probably the most efficient delivery machine ever made.
But even when the technology is ready,
and it's such a complex airspace,
it won't be all clear skies for the drones, which right now are FAA regulated to fly below 400 feet.
Law enforcement helicopters that fly at just 100 feet above that. Some kind of glitch between the remote control and the drone, and all of a sudden that thing shoots up, and it can cause a huge, huge ordeal.
Experienced pilot Stu O'Shannon also worries what happens when the drones are one day allowed to fly out of sight.
Beyond line of sight, I can't see perhaps wires or other aircraft that I may incur.
UPS promises it won't use the drones unless they're safe.
And that was Adam Weiner reporting. As of right now, FAA regulations still prevent someone from flying a drone out of sight without special exception. And for the time being, there is no timeline of when those rules are going to change. And that's all we have for you today at 4. 13 News Now at 5 starts now.